Meanwhile, ongoing global outrage continues with demonstrations sparked by the death of a young Iranian woman, Mahsa Amini, in the custody of Iranian moral police. And that outrage shifts towards the Islamic Republic as protesters chant death to the country's supreme leader.
However, Iran's alleged involvement in Russia's war in Ukraine may be the biggest blow to reviving the so-called nuclear deal between the United States and Iran. As VOA's Outrage has more.
From the heart of London and Trafalgar Square to the streets of Berlin and Toronto, demonstrations continue against Iran's theocratic government and the death of a young woman there in police custody. 22-year-old Mahsa Amini died last month while under arrest by Iran's morality police. Iran says she died of a heart attack. Her family cries foul. Since then, Iranians have flooded their streets, demanding a change from an Islamic Republic at odds with the mostly secular youth. Shopkeepers went on strike while activists have called for student walkouts. Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei recently spoke of students who grew up in Iran, traveled abroad, and gave the fruits of a country's labor to what he called the enemy. Meanwhile, Ukraine and Western powers have alleged that Iran is now supplying Russia with kamikaze drones and the training to use them in the Kremlin's ongoing war on neighboring Ukraine.
What that means, obviously, again, we continue to see Iran be complicit in terms of exporting terror, not only in the Middle East region, but now also to Ukraine.
And while Iran and Russia deny the allegations, Britain, France, and Germany have joined Ukraine in calling for a probe into the origins of the drones used to attack the former Soviet republic. The United States has gone so far as to say there will be no new nuclear deal at this time.
We are way far apart with the Iranians in terms of a return to the deal. So we're just simply not focused on that right now. What we are focused on is making sure that we're holding the regime accountable for the way they're treating peaceful protesters in their country. And supporting those protesters. And we are focused, as I said in my opening statement, on making sure we're holding Iran and Russia accountable for these arms sales.
It is a statement at odds with claims by the Islamic Republic that the United States is in a rush to reach a new nuclear deal as soon as possible, while also accusing the U.S. of fanning the flames of political unrest in Iran. The U.S. pulled out of the deal in 2018 under then-President Donald Trump. But this weekend in Washington, as in cities all over the world, the focus was less on nuclear talks and more on an Iranian government seemingly involved in human rights violations both at home and abroad. Outrage, VOA News.